It's third down. Now Mariota. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Marcus Mariota with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, Mariota. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 45, 45, Mike, 45. All day, dog. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. We own them. One.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense.
Yeah, I'm still here.
They've really had a hard time.
I'm at this dude unpause the game while I'm trying to fix his shit. He allowed me to get 2 penalties. I was like, 1st and 20, dude.
They gotta start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
I was pissed. And he's supposed to be in this fucking chat where they had told me to fix the stream, so I paused the game. But if he hits any button, like, it starts the game. Or the timer.
They'll throw again.
Yeah, I'm still wrecking him. I ended up getting the first down. It's just, like, annoying.
And he'll be out of bounds.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Mariota. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
I'd like to do four-wheeling and
incomplete
whatnot.
pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Out. 3 down.
Throwing. Mariota. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 19th
I think they used to, but I don't think they have them anymore.
Here in this 1st half. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
But if that's the thing, if like it's too pricey, it's not something that needs to happen. It's just like something that I was thinking of, you know?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Hands it off out of the gun. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And
Yeah.
This is picked up by the Saints. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And that one quickly went from a
That's
big
really
play
all
for
I'm
the
looking
offense
for.
that thought may go the distance to a big play for the defense.
And how about the emotions for the defense on that play? It broke big. It was going to be an absolute disaster for them, and it turns out they end up with the football. I don't know that they're exactly celebrating. Definitely plenty of relief, though.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's got it. Touchdown. Kenny Galladay. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints open the lead up to 34-0. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Back to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's in. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Mostert, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. He can't hang.
On play action, Mariota. Flush to his right. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Watch the out. Watch the out. 45's the mic. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. 45.
Off the play fake, Mariota steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's see what you got. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Here we go. 3. Check.
Mariota to throw it. He's going to try and go deep again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top.
Do what?
We send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. It's caught by Mike Evans. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the last time that they were on the field, little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there, with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Saints have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
I'm actually whooping this kid's ass.
This will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
I feel bad. But not really.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? Taking it right.
And then I say that, and I do come out in a defense that's not going to stop the run, and he runs the ball for a touchdown. Hey, that was a good play call by him, you know. I just thought he was going to pass, you know, being down 6 touchdowns.
And the Bucs are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. And we he didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. 45. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, I'm coming. Check.
Mariota now. That's caught by Galladay. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Check 43. Deuce. 1. 3.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Dancing to his left.
Oh my.
A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted.
I didn't want to throw an interception this game, bro.
And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So that time the pressure got him just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. That catch good for only a couple.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
That's what I do. No. Check that.
On 2nd down, Mostert. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Here we go on 4th down. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look at each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't...
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Check 31.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The Bucs on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is third down and 12. It's Miller, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And a solid run down inside the 30. The last run got 6. Now second and 4. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creep.
They'll run the draw with Mostert. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
Let's get it. Here we go. Sack. 70 Timberwolves. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Kill. 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 Cougar 19.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know, bro.
They go play action. Mariota. Throwing deep for Galladay. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Mariota now from the 50. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. To throw is Mariota. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense will take over right at midfield. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. First and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. He'll wind wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. They hand it off to Mostert. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Mostert. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Again, it's Mostert. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point try now for Succo. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. I'm trying to collect. One. Check Mike 45, check Mike 45. I got you, punk. Check 45.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mariota, left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, it's our house. Jim. Hey, check Mike 45.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Mariota. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. Mariota again. get this up to the 30-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45.
Mariota here to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, what the fuck, dude?
In a double coverage, and it's
Why did he bounce up towards the zone when he could have just sat there?
He'll take it across midfield and down to the
I can't expect Mario to make shit like that, though.
I think that interception happened for two
Extended to play long enough.
Gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Gotta know that you're...
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Because I'm in franchise and he was the fastest, like, quarterback I could get at the time. I'm the Saints, and we just didn't have that many good players.
So it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 79 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota. Looking long for Thomas. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring
that was cover 2,
down.
and why was that dude sticking with him?
Quarter,
That's
you've
so
got
stupid.
The big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up
I just wanted another passing touch. Damn it. I'm not throwing the ball.
He gets this up
On
to
the
the
clock out.
38-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Mostert. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Saints, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. Saying so long, everybody.